Dear students, good morning to one and all. Already previous classes we will discuss about the plant physiology chapters. Plant physiology includes or containing 6 chapters. They are namely the first chapter transport in plants, second chapter mineral nutrition, third chapter enzymes, fourth chapter photosynthesis in higher plants, fifth chapter respiration in plants, sixth chapter plant growth and development. This is a major unit in this second year. So now today we are going to discuss about the plant physiology sixth chapter, that is plant growth development. In this chapter to be detailed described about the what is meaning of growth, growth phases, growth rates and differentiation, de-differentiation, re-differentiation, plant development, and what are the growth regulators are involved in the plant body, that is plant growth regulators or phytohormones, and photoperiodism, seed dormancy and vernalization. These are topics are involved in plant growth development. Now let us discuss about the first one, growth. What is the meaning of the growth, dear students? So growth is regarded is the most important character features in all living organisms. So what is growth? Growth by means growth can be defined as an irreversible permanent increase in size of an organism or of an individual cell. Irreversible permanent increase in size of an organism of an individual cell, that is called growth. Growth is regarded is the most important character features in all living organisms, including plants, animals as well as human beings. The meaning of growth, that is growth can be defined as an irreversible permanent increase in size of an organism, or its part of or an individual cell, that is called growth. So next coming to, generally growth is accompanied by metabolic process. Generally growth is accompanied by metabolic process, includes anabolism and catabolism that occurs in the to be expense of energy. Especially leaf is also expensive in growth. That is the example for metabolic process. So generally growth is accompanied by metabolic process, that is anabolism and catabolism. Already in this first year to be detailed discuss about the growth, the first chapter living world, the living world, once again repeated to the growth in this second year. So next one here, plant growth generally is indeterminate. Plant growth generally is indeterminate, by means plant growth is unique because retain the capacity for unlimited growth throughout their life. Plant growth is unique because retain the capacity for unlimited for growth throughout their life. For example, in animal organism to be growing certain feet of the age, in human being organism to be growing certain period of the age. But all plants is always continuously grow. So here plants growth is unique. There is no limited growth because retain the capacity for unlimited growth throughout their lifespan. Why? Because those plants containing tip of the apical meristem, that is shoot apical meristem. So the plant growth is always depend upon to the activity of root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem. In this phenomenon only available in plants. In this phenomenon not available in animal organisms and human being organisms. So in those of human being organisms and animal organisms to be grow certain period of the age, especially human being organisms, men's to be grow 21 years of the age, women's to be grow 18 years of the age, that is boys and girls. But plants is continuously to be grow. Why? Because so to be depend upon to the activity of apical meristem such as root apical meristem or shoot apical meristem. So in plants to be having certain period of the age to be appeared primary growth and secondary growth. So in this first year already to be detailed discuss about the sixth unit, histology and anatomy of flowering plants. So such as root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem is also responsible for the development of primary growth. Okay now. So the root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem is also responsible for the development of primary growth as well as principally contributed to the elongation of the plant axis. Okay now. Next, after some time to be form of lateral meristem and vascular cambium and cork cambium to be produced. So suddenly to be increasing of the girth of the stem, or increasing of the girth of the organs. So that is known as secondary growth. Anyhow, so certain age of the plants to be grow, to be increasing of the primary growth are involved root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem. So the root apical meristem and the shoot apical meristem is also responsible for the development of primary growth, is also principally contribute to the elongation of the plant axis, and after some time to be involved lateral meristem as well as vascular cambium and cork cambium to be responsible for the increasing of the girth of the organs. So after being of the life, by means appear to be ending of the life, that is known as secondary growth. So anyhow, so this availability are in this responsible for the development of plant growth. So responsible for the development of plant body. Why? Because to be occupies several cells. These cells is always divided. So the such cells are named as meristems. Generally plant body is made up of more than two cells or a group of cells, that is called tissues. Those tissues are here especially meristematic tissue and permanent tissues. But meristematic tissues are located in there some plant bodies of root tip and shoot tip, that is root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem. Next, coming to growth is measurable. Okay now. So growth at a cellular level by means principally contributed to the increasing in the protoplasm. So in this plant growth generally is indeterminate by means to be developed primary growth and secondary growth. Only development of the plant body to be occupies meristematic tissues. Next coming to growth is measurable and by means increasing of the size. So such as increasing of the length of the plant body, increasing of the cell size, increasing of the cell size. So growth at a cellular level, increase in the protoplasm. Growth at a cellular level by means principally contributed to the increasing in the protoplasm. So given the example are here to be observed that a single maize root apical meristem can give rise to more than 70,500 new cells per hour. So dear students, for hour to be formed 17,500 new cells, especially a single maize root apical meristem. A single maize root apical meristem can give rise to more than 17,500 new cells per hour. Within 1 hour to be formation of how many new cells? 17,500 new cells. Why? Because in a single maize root containing one type of apical meristem such as root apical meristem. In this time to be increasing of the cell size or increasing of the root length. Okay, no? That is a single maize root apical meristem can give rise to more than 17,500 new cells per hour. And another example are here, cells in a watermelon. Cells in a watermelon so may increase in size by up to 3,50,000 times. Another examples are here, watermelon to be observed cells. So cells in a watermelon may increase in size by up to 3,50,000 times. 3,50,000 times. This is a growth is measurable. So given the example for here single maize root apical meristem. Another example are here cells in a watermelon. Okay, now next coming to phases of growth. So to be observed one root tip of the growth. Already first year classes to be detailed discuss about the regions of the root tip. In this fifth chapter, that is morphology of flowering plants. Once again repeated to the phases of growth. So dear students, in this phases of growth to be clearly shown of root tip regions. So dear students, root tip regions generally containing 4 phases or 4 regions such as root cap region, second one is meristematic region, third one is elongation region, fourth one is maturation region. But in this second year are here to be observed only 3 phases of growth. Okay, now so in this root tip to be containing 3 pages, by means phases of growth is divided into 3. So 3 phases are here. So first phase are here meristematic phase, second phase are here elongation phase, third phase are here maturation phase. Okay, now growth period can be divided into 3 phases or 3 regions, or namely first phase meristematic phase, second phase elongation phase, third phase maturation phase. So dear students, this is a diagram shown in root tip regions. So first one here meristematic phase. So in this meristematic phase, the cells is always continuously divided to be form number of cells. So a single cell containing so rich source of protoplasm and single nuclei and thickness of general cellulosic cell. These are the character features of meristematic phase. So dear students, this is a first phase or first region that is known as meristematic phase. Generally, what is the meaning of root cap? So dear students, this is a root tip. So this root tip is surrounded by one thimble like structure, that is called root cap. Root tip or root apex, root tip or root apex is covered by one thimble like or one cap like structure, that is called root cap. Okay, now root tip or root apex is covered by one thimble like structure or one cap like structure, that is called root cap. So root cap is the proximal or above the region, that is meristematic phase or meristematic region. So meristematic phase or meristematic region containing a group of cells. Why? Because one cell is divided to two cells is divided to four cells. By means cells are continuously divided and generally a single cell. So are having in oval shape or round shape. So containing rich content of protoplasm and a single nucleate, and generally nature of cellulosic cell wall. So second one is here elongation phase. So in this proximal phase of just now near above the another phase, that is elongation phase. So elongation phase, some of the meristematic region of cells to be elongated, to be increasing of the length of the root tip, and this is also containing rich content of occultation, and also to be appeared photoplasmic connections, and cells are elongated, that is called elongation phase. Meristematic phase to be proximal, just now nearby the above another region, that is elongation phase. All cells are elongated and to be having rich content of occulate, and also containing to be protoplasmic connections, that is named elongation phase. And third phase are here maturation phase. So all cells are larger in size and matured, and cell wall containing thinness cell wall and well developed protoplasm, and also surrounded by some of the epidermal cells. These epidermal cells to be produced root hair like structures, that is called maturation phase. Anyhow, the growth period can be divided into 3 phases. They are namely first phase meristematic phase, second phase elongation phase, third phase maturation phase. So this is about the what is meaning of growth, what are the character features of growth. That is plant growth generally is indeterminate, growth is measurable, and how many phases of growth. Okay, now thank you.